I threw up once earlier in this run, about 7 miles in. Welcome to week 34. We are starting this week with intervals. Fortunately, the weather seems to have warmed up a bit now, which is nice. The wind seems to have calmed down. It's still a bit windy, but nothing like last week was, so that's really good. And yeah, it's 10 miles worth of intervals. Just pushing the pace again a little bit, just taking it up. I think the quick intervals now, the smaller ones, the quarter mile ones, they're going to be down to like 5:15 pace, so that'll be really good. And yeah, just try and smash these intervals out. I think, yeah, last week, generally, I forgot that I stayed up and watched the Super Bowl last week, and I think that's why I found last week quite hard towards the end of it. I was quite generally tired, whereas I feel a lot better now, and hopefully I can get a really good sleep schedule, but we shall see. So yeah, 10 miles of intervals. We've got 3/4 mile intervals, 3 of those, half mile intervals, 3 of those, and quarter mile intervals, 4 of those. The paces are, we've got 6:20, 5:50 and 5:20, and then aiming for under those. So last time I did the session I was aiming for those paces exactly. Now I'm aiming to make sure that I'm under on every rep. So yeah, that should be good. And then the next time I do this session I'll be aiming for it'll be 6:15, 5:45 and 5:15. So yeah, it'll be getting quicker. But there we go, let's do it. Hello, welcome to Wednesday. So this week has not started great, to be honest. So Monday did the intervals, got halfway through it, felt awful. Hit the first 3 intervals, then the next 3 just could barely do them. And yeah, just had nothing, just was absolutely dead. So I stopped and came home, and I just felt so unwell, just felt awful. And then yesterday didn't feel great again, so I left yesterday's run. But today I have 28 miles in the form of double run day. And I also have to take my car to get it serviced, so I'm going to take my car now and then run home, and then run back. But I think it's going to be more than 28 miles. I think it's probably going to end up over 30, because I think it's further than 15 miles away where I have to get my car done. So yeah, could be a big mileage day, but some of those miles will make up for 8 miles missed yesterday, plus 4 miles missed on Monday, so hopefully some extra miles will make up. So yeah, so I'm going for run number 1 in a bit. Once I get there, it's like a half an hour drive and then like 2.5 hour run. That is run number 1 done. So yeah, way longer than I thought. It was 21.5 miles. So going back, that's going to make today a 43 mile day, which is not too bad. Like, it's more than, like, yeah, it's not the best training wise, because it's probably going to take more recovery than I wanted, but like, it's still really good miles in the bank, so I don't really care. So I've got about 2 hours now, and then I need to go back. close now. I've done 40 miles. I'm about a mile away from the garage. I feel so sick. I've got this horrendous hill. It's just kicking my ass. I threw up once earlier in this run, about 7 miles in. Not much. And it's just been trying to come back up again and again this whole run. Oh, that second run was savage. Oh man, yeah, just like throwing up about 6 or 7 miles in. It was just horrible. And then from there on, I just felt awful. But it's done, it's done. It's just all about overcoming, isn't it? Yeah, I walked a fair bit. I held sub 7 for like the first 4 miles, I think, which just did not help. And yeah, I think I just probably went out too quick. I wasn't really thinking, and I was in my head, I didn't actually think it was as far as it was. So when the first stint came out at like 21.5 miles, I was like, oh, actually, yeah. And then I cut off 2 miles on the way back because I found a better route, so I did 19.5 miles. But that's still a 41-mile day, so. The garage is next to a petrol garage, so I've literally gone in, bought myself a Snickers Duo. I have a Pepsi Max Cherry, the best flavour, and I also have a massive Yazoo chocolate milk, which is insane for, yeah. But I'm going to wait until I stop feeling sick to start having those, but hopefully about 10 minutes into the journey I can start doing it. But yeah, like overall I feel fine. Just like, yeah, the sick feeling was a bit horrible, but that should go. Alright, it's Friday today, and as you can see, the weather is horrendous. So today I'm meant to have a tempo run, and I am going to change it, and I'm going to do a bike workout instead. So some of the reasons I'm changing it are because, one, it's so windy, and it's like in every direction. Tempo just like, it's just crap in the wind, because you just have to put in so much extra effort to hit the pace, and it's just like getting that relative effort is just like, it's just not going to be a quality session. It's like the hill reps I did last week, like they just weren't quality hill reps because it was so inconsistent, because sometimes the wind was behind me, sometimes it wasn't. You just don't know. And the other thing is I've got pain in the back of my left knee from the 40 miler. And then the other thing is, obviously I did 40 miles on Wednesday, which was a lot of miles, and I'm still feeling that, so I think bike is better. I think it's just going to offer me more recovery. I can still get a really good workout in, because I can do a hideous interval thing, and get a great workout in, and then it's not going to be that much impact through my legs, and it will probably give them more time to recover. So that's what I'm thinking. It's windy again. Cool, so it's Saturday and I have a 10 mile Zwift race now, and then a 10k run. Yeah, that sounds about right. 10 mile race, like hardly any climbing. And then straight into a 10k run. Right, you might notice some continuity errors because I did not do what I said I was going to do and go straight out for a run, because I stopped after the bike for ages and was looking at my times. I got really cold and really hungry, so I was like, no, I'm not going to run. And yeah, so I didn't. So I went in, had lunch, did some work, and then came down about an hour ago, and my dad was getting ready to run. And I was like, I've been a wimp. I've been a massive wimp and not run. And I was like, are you running? He was like, yeah, are you coming? I was like, yep. So quickly got changed, did 5k with him, then did the extra 5k to make up 10k. Yeah, it was good. Absolutely choked it down in that, but it's quite fun. I quite like that. So yeah, that's my week done. It's been a really weird week. Like, started awfully with feeling so unwell. but then 40 miles, which was good, but not great because it's not on the training plan. So yeah, it's just been one of those weird weeks, isn't it? I missed a session yesterday as well, running obviously, but I did do a good session on the bike, so that helps. But yeah, weird week. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I shall see you next week.